It's Tuesday. I just ate 8 Pop-Tarts. 4 packages with 2 Pop-Tarts apiece. That's 8. I am literal garbage. Alright, it's like 3 something in the afternoon. 3:15, 3:20, I don't know. And I'm going for a walk. Since I don't have a car, I have to walk everywhere. So I have to walk all the way across town to pay my rent, all the way across town to pay my storage unit. I could get a ride, but I mean, I kind of like walking. Gives me a chance to listen to my music, just kind of relax, I guess. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the whole transgender thing. I kind of want to get my story out there because, as you'll hear in a second, hearing other people's stories, if you are sort of questioning yourself, can kind of be really insightful to determine, whether you are or not transgender. It's kind of a big deal. But as far as my situation, my entire life I've sort of felt kind of like off. There's not really another way to put it. I just felt kind of weird about myself, like I didn't quite fit in to be super stereotypical. But I never felt like from the get-go, like, oh, I'm a girl. It was never like that. I just didn't really have a strong connection to my gender one way or another. If anything, I guess you could say I was kind of non-binary when I was younger. I didn't really super feel like, oh, I'm a guy or I'm a girl. I was just kind of whatever as when it came to the topic of gender. But right around like middle school, I was 11, 12 years old. I kind of started to get, I guess, jealous of other girls. Like I thought their clothes were cool and I wanted to wear their clothes, and they got to do stuff that boys couldn't do or wouldn't do. And I was kind of like, well, I want to do that stuff. I want to wear that stuff. How come I can't? But hearing like other people say, other adults, other kids, like, oh, you can't do that, you're a boy, or you can't say that, you're a girl, it made me super self-conscious of what people thought about me. So I didn't want to express those thoughts because I thought people wouldn't like me, people would hate me. So I kind of didn't say anything to anyone about it for a long time. And as far as high school went, I mean, I never really acted super masculine or even feminine. I just kind of stayed somewhere in the middle because, again, I didn't want people to think I was weird or anything. I didn't want to get mistreated or looked down upon. And I didn't seriously start looking into any of this transgender business until about a couple years ago, I think. Because growing up, like, there wasn't any transgendered people in my life. I really didn't know what the word meant, so I didn't really have a word to describe the way I was feeling. But I started doing some research online and looking up, other people who had similar thoughts, similar feelings, felt the way that I did. And I started to seriously consider that, okay, maybe I am transgender. I mean, all these people, they seem to, be thinking the same things I'm thinking, feeling the same way I'm feeling. Like, obviously, I'm not alone in this. Obviously, there's other people who have felt the same way. And once the idea that I was trans became a possibility, everything sort of clicked. It was like, the reason I had been feeling kind of off my entire life kind of made sense at that point. That maybe this is what was quote unquote wrong with me. But there was one testimony I'd read online that sort of made it click for me. It was a young trans woman who kind of described her childhood and how she felt about her gender. And like some of the things she was saying were like word for word the same exact things I had been thinking. Things like, wishing that you had a girl body, the sense of feeling off or not accepted. It was just really weird seeing those exact thoughts that I had been having spelled out word for word, but coming from someone else's mouth. That really kind of hit home for me. And it made me realize that this is something that I need to take seriously and something that I need to deal with. But hearing someone else's story and realizing how much it applied to me really started making me take this seriously. And on the one hand, it was amazing because it kind of, the world started to make sense, I guess. And I love that. To kind of have an explanation for why I was feeling the way I was. But at the same time, it was super terrifying because now it's like, do I tell people? If I do tell people, how do I tell people? And, I didn't quite know what to do with that situation. So even though I kind of realized, okay, I wanted to be a woman, this is who I am now, I still couldn't be public with it. I still didn't have any plan of coming public with it, and that I was still hiding and it still sucked. Things pretty much stayed the same until February of 2017 when I finally came out publicly. And that's a whole different story. But part of the reason why it came out was recently in the media, there's been a lot more pro-transgender things, and it kind of gave me the confidence to realize, maybe I don't have to be quiet about this. Maybe I can live my life the way that I want to, and not worry about what other people are going to think, and not worry, if I'm going to be able to live my life the way that I want to. So that definitely had a lot to do with it. There was other factors too, but that was a major part. I guess the point I'm trying to make is, if you're questioning your gender at all, look into it, do some research, talk to some people, because cisgendered people don't question their gender. They're very confident in who they are. So if you're questioning your gender, there's a pretty good chance you're probably trans. So don't sit on that feeling. Do something about it. Because if not, you're going to regret it. You're going to sit there for 10, 15 years and not do anything about it. And you're going to be in your 30s or your 40s and wish, man, I wish I would have transitioned, when I was younger. So please, by all means, if you are questioning your gender, do something about it. Look into it. Please talk to someone. I would hate for someone to, not be living their life the way they want to just because they're unsure. Be sure. And that has been my rant about being transgender. I have been slacking something fierce on this video thing. I didn't record Monday because I was busy, too tired. And I didn't record yesterday, which was Wednesday, because I was at work all day. Which sucks because I'm going to be at work all day the rest of the week because someone quit on us. So hopefully I can still record every day and have a video out by Sunday. But I'll probably do a little longer recording tomorrow. What's today? Thursday. So tomorrow, Friday or Saturday, I'll have a little more time. And hopefully I'll be able to make an actual video with actual content. But today I'm just walking to work in the rain. You know what's really bad for you if you're on a diet? Taco Bell. So I was playing Overwatch on PS4, and I did a 1v1 duel, and I won the game 5-0. And then my opponent decided to send me this cute little message.
You are a try-hard little bitch. You don't know how to play the game, because you gotta choose little bitch characters, and you know what? You're a fucking try-hard. You should go kill yourself. How about that?
So cute. Alright, it's Friday. I'm headed to work. Going to start with what is probably a 14-hour shift, and I'm not really excited about it. But, whatever. One thing I wanted to talk about was my plans for transitioning, which is a topic that a lot of people seem to want to bring up. It's a question I get asked a lot. Basically, as of right now, I'm not really doing much about it. It's pretty expensive, and I don't really have enough money for it. But once I get back up on my feet financially, get a car and everything, I'm going to find a doctor, probably an endocrinologist. I'm going to start hormone replacement therapy, or HRT. I'm going to get electrolysis for my facial hair and most of my body hair. Maybe laser hair removal, depends on how that works. And then buy a bunch of new clothes. As far as some of the other elective surgeries go, like facial feminization surgery and a vocal cord reconstruction surgery, I don't think I'm going to be doing either of those. I mean, we'll see what happens with the estrogen and what sort of results I get, but I don't think I'm going to be doing those. And as far as gender reassignment surgery, well, I'll give you guys the same answer that I give everyone else, which is, unless you plan on having sex with me, it's none of your business. Like, who asked that? Who asked someone else what sort of genitals you have? That's not appropriate. Hey, you look cute. What's in your pants? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's fucked up. It's just fucked up. Hey everyone. It's super late, so I'm gonna make this quick, but it's Sunday. Well, technically Monday. It's late. It's the end of another week. There's a lot more I wanted to talk about as far as the whole transgender business, but just didn't have time with how crazy things were at work. But well, I'll talk more about it, obviously. I mean, I'll be doing this probably forever, so I will definitely cover more. There's a lot more stuff I want to end up talking about. But I mean, I like doing this so far. It's been really fun, kind of just, even after two weeks, 2 videos, just kind of seeing how my day-to-day life is gone. There's things that have happened to me that I had forgotten about, and then I look back at the videos and I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. That was kind of cool. So yeah, this is pretty neat. Um, yeah.